Hey there, Gabriel. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for your patience. And thank you also so much for reminding me. I had like 5 readings that people got from me before the holiday, and then, you know, it was like Christmas and New Year's, blah, 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 whatever. I don't need to make excuses. Anyhow, thank you for your understanding and patience. I'm really excited to be doing a reading here for you now. I just sent you a message to ask if there was anything you'd like me to focus on. Let me check that. Well, you haven't seen it yet. That is okay. We'll just go general for you and see what messages we can bring up. If these messages do not resonate, which I'm sure they will, then we can go back and do another reading based on what you had in mind more. I should have asked sooner, but I've been all over the place. Yeah, I won't ramble on too much here. I'll just get down to it. I'll be using the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krantz for this reading. It's a new deck that was just gifted to me, and it's really awesome. Hope things in your life are treating you rather well, and that you're doing good, all things considered, right now in this shit show of a country. Ooh. I had some cards come out, but I hadn't shuffled very much, so I'm actually going to wait on those. If any noises go on in the background, it's just the dogs. Oh, also, I don't think I told you this, and you're not on Facebook, so you didn't see, but while I was gone, my cat died, which is, like, really fucking depressing. And it's just so weird. I think his ghost definitely still lives here, but, yeah, New Orleans was really fun, except for my cat, literally dying while I was gone, so that sucked. Anywho, let's get down to business here. It has been 2 minutes of me rambling about nothing. That's alright. What happens? I'm sure you don't mind. I have some cards that are upside down in the deck right now that I want to look at and read. These are messages for you, and I will be taking them out. I will not be reading reversals today. I just don't feel like it, and just letting you know. Sometimes you read reversals, sometimes you don't. Spiritually grateful for your guidance. Please give us some messages for Gabriel and their current situation. I had a card fall on the floor. I'll grab that in a second. But that's definitely going to be a message. 10 of Cups. I've been pulling that 10 of Cups card a lot lately. Must be kind of a collective energy. A few cards had fallen on the floor here, so I will actually take all of those. Alright. Let's get down to business here. Let's really just get on down to business here, Gabriel. Okay, I have the Son of Swords here for you first and foremost. So this energy talks to me a little bit about a focus, a kind of this youthful energy, this youthful focus. So it might be that there are some logical projects or logical things that you are having to use your energy on. And so you're coming into those things with kind of this fresh spirit, but also, as well as this fresh spirit, it's also a very determined and wise spirit. So when you're going into these decisions, when you're going into these kind of endeavors of having to use your logical brain, you are drawing upon past life experience, because the freshness that you're approaching it with still has so much wisdom and clarity behind it. So I feel like you're really pulling from a place of inner knowing, you know, even when you're approaching things with this fresh, young spirit. And so that's just kind of what we've started out with here. Next I have the Empress card for you. which talks to me a lot about kind of a master, this master energy, where it's like you are embodying your full higher self and you're embodying your fullest potential despite all of the crowdedness and the chaos that is going around you. I feel like within you, you have this sense of knowing and understanding just kind of about things and about yourself that is almost unshakable. And that's kind of confirmed by the Hermit card that I have next here for you, because the Hermit card talks all about this going within and looking within. And so this talks about some deep inner reflection that you've been doing. It's a Scorpio card, Scorpio energy. Actually, it's a Virgo card, but it has a lot of Scorpio energy with it, with being this kind of like brooding or internalizing process. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. I mean that as just a sign and a symbol that you are a very reflective person and that you do tend to internalize things rather than externalize things. And this just kind of talks to me about, the fact that you have been going within and you have been searching within for the answers, and you haven't been relying on external sources for your happiness or for your stability or for your clarity, because all of that comes from within you. And so definitely keep that up. Next I have the World card, which I think does really talk to me about kind of with the messages that I'm getting from the top here. I really am gathering that you are working really hard right now to stay stable within yourself despite all that is happening in the world and how that is prone to dragging you around emotionally as an empathetic person. So the World card could also be a message of kind of new opportunity arising, but I'm kind of getting more so from this, I'm getting more so from this energy, this sense of, I might do some readings from this book soon too, just to see, because each deck kind of has different things, but as I'm channeling this message for you today, I feel that what this is kind of telling me with the cards I've just seen here beforehand is that despite everything that's going on, the chaos and craziness of the world, you have a lot of internalizing your process, internalizing your feelings, internalizing your world, having an unshakable foundation and an unshakable root system that can't necessarily be swayed by the nonsense, by the sadness, by the chaos that's going on around you. That does not mean that you are ignoring it, you are evasive of it. It just means that when you fight, you want to fight logically. And I know I'm kind of working backwards here, but I'm just connecting all the messages that I'm seeing for you here. So going back to this Son of Swords, as I look at these other cards, I kind of see that, that youthful spirit as well as that wisdom is going into the way that you plan on moving forward and the way that you plan on fighting. And I think right now we're all a little stuck. We're all a little Five of Cups energy. As you see the imagery here as a horse that's looking down. So horses are very, very smart, very empathetic beings, and they feel a lot. So it definitely feels like all that is going on in the world is not without causing you trouble and causing you struggle. And so it does weigh on you. It is weighing on you. But I just don't see you allowing that to take over or to control you in any negative or bad ways. I feel as if that Empress card and that Hermit card really speak to this sort of inner stability and the inner, kind of knowing that you have, and this sort of contract with yourself where you're like, you know what, I am my own source of light. And of course, there's light from external sources that I can gain and that I do need and want as well. But at the end of the day, I will remain unswayed by all that is happening. Though emotionally, it does wear on me. I hope that makes some sense. That was kind of all over the place. The The energy is very like, I kind of have a stomach ache, like, so maybe it feels as if like your anxiety and your physical body has been very like affected by all that's going on, but internally you're trying to process things, and internally you are trying to think like, what steps can I take to work with what's going on and to work with my current situation. And this is kind of micro and macro. I'm looking a lot at kind of the macro picture right now, but we're going to get into a little bit more of like the micro, like for you specifically. And I think what I'm seeing with the Ace of Pentacles here is some sort of new financial opportunity or financial gain. I don't know if you're at Big T or not still, but it feels as if you really have the wheels turning on trying to start some new financial situation or some sort of new means of making money, and some sort of maybe even new creative means of making money, or you are like very desperately seeking out new work. So those could be a few of the things that I'm seeing there with the Ace of Pentacles. Hi, Corgi. Let's see here. Next, I have the Ten of Cups for you. So there could be some sort of purging of emotions, some sort of kind of emotional, I don't want to say secret, but emotional thing that you've been holding on to that it would benefit you to get off of your chest. And I see here that there will be some sort of heart-to-heart, and both of you involved in this heart-to-heart will benefit from this process. So if there's something that you, as a Scorpio, I know tend to do, have been holding back and not wanting to reveal to someone that you care about, go ahead and do that, because what I'm seeing here is that that will be reciprocated, and it will be a really beautiful thing for the both of you. If you were to just allow yourself to be open and allow yourself to be vulnerable. I know it's sickening, but sometimes you just got to do it, and results will be there, and you'll surprise yourself, and you'll surprise the ones you care about. So those are some of the first messages I got for you. Right at the bottom of the deck here, I have the Judgment card. Which, that's weird, because I thought the Judgment card... Oh, the Justice card. Never mind. I'm sorry. I got confused about the artwork in the deck. That was a me problem, not a you problem. So I have the Judgment card here. I want to actually read on this one, because I haven't yet, and I think it will be insightful. I've just been drawn to do a little reading from the book here. And, gosh, this tarot deck is probably my favorite one I've ever had, which I've had many. This lady's work, like her artwork, as you can see, is just like so cool. There's a lot of like snakes and deer and other cool shit. I just love it. So anyways, and then her book is really thoughtful and like well written. So let's see here. Judgment in this deck is very related to forgiveness. So what it says here is, the word judgment conjures up fear and guilt in many people. This card, however, concerns itself with another aspect of this word, seeking the truth. No more blaming yourself or others. No more excuses. Now is the time for forgiveness and personal freedom. This card asks you to rise up and let pettiness and fear fall below you. Expand your wings to be reborn. What a relief it will be. So I'm actually really glad that I was compelled to read that, because that is very different than the traditional kind of judgment meaning. And so that's another cool thing about this deck, is that it brings a lot of other things into play like that. So let's get a little bit of clarity on this Judgment card here. Spirit's really grateful. Please give us some messages here for Gabriel. A bit of clarity on this Judgment card. So forgiveness, I guess, is key, which I'm sure you could be facing themes of needing to forgive people or needing to let go of holding on to resentment in your own life, but that could also be a bigger picture with, you know, all of the narcissism we are experiencing on a bigger scale in this country. Ooh. Okay, I just had a very big stack of cards fall out, and I definitely don't know if I will be reading all of them. But I'll grab them and see real quick. Excuse me. Oh yeah, if you feel up to it or you really are looking for work, you should apply at Black and Bold. I think we are like rapidly expanding. We just hired a couple new people, and it sounds like things are changing really fast around there. So I don't know if you did apply already yet or not, but I would definitely put in a good word for you. I actually am going to read all these cards that just fell on the floor for you here. See what messages we get. Again, thank you so much for your support and for purchasing a reading. That means a lot to me. I have a message from my aunt. Okay, my aunt was supposed to be bringing me a chair tonight, so I had to check that message. I apologize. Okay, so the first card I got here in clarity for judgment is the Chariot card, which to me the Chariot card is a lot of a representation of coming home or your inner home. So I think that what I'm seeing is that there will be a big kind of sense of peace for you in relation to feeling at home within yourself and feeling at home in this life and on this earth, and even just in your body and in your shoes and in your actual home. If you do, I just punched the microphone. Very sorry about that. Did not mean to be so aggressive. Anywho, moving on. A lot of clarity and a lot of peace, I think, will come to you if you kind of do take the advice of the Judgment card, doing this whole purging process, forgiveness process, this whole letting go process. Because harboring resentments and sort of being angry about things that we don't have control over or that really don't pertain to us in the bigger picture, it's not really conducive to feeling at home and being at home in your own skin. So that's kind of the message I'm getting there. Next I have the 6 of Wands. So this kind of talks to me about a little bit of clarity that is coming forward, a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel kind of vibe that I'm gathering here from this. So there could be a situation that you're going through personally, or I think maybe even with someone right now, that you will soon be getting some new and bigger clarity on. And so it could be in relation to that Judgment card and that Forgiveness card. It could be that somebody is going to explain some things to you lately, and maybe you will be kind of relieved from this dark place that you were feeling. Maybe you found yourself in this black and white thinking pattern. We're already at about 18 minutes here, so try and hurry this up a little. I usually try and go 20 to 30 minutes for these, so yeah. Just trying to stay on track with that. Let's see. So yeah, there could be some clarity coming that like surprises you a little, or changes your mind a little, or makes you think like, you know what, I was being a little black and white about this. I was a little like either all good or all bad. I wasn't seeing the gray area. I wasn't seeing the in-between. So I see a little bit of that clarity coming soon. I have the 3 of Pentacles here for you. And this just sort of talks to me a little bit about challenges, maybe challenges around your finances or challenges around money. Or that those, finances and material possessions have been something that's been on your mind a lot lately, something that you've been juggling a lot lately. And it honestly could pertain to the whole ordeal of like maybe wanting to find work that is more fulfilling, wanting to, we have the 6 of Cups here, wanting to kind of, and I have the 6 of Cups surrounded by the 4 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. So as I kind of read these messages as they pertain to one another, I sort of see that maybe you are hoping to do something to make money that feels more fulfilling to you, or something that is more linked to your higher purpose. And with the Mother of Wands here, I do see you kind of moving towards that and doing that. Also, I'm getting this very nurturing energy. So for the people in your life, the people closest to you, you bring a very kind of nurturing, caring energy to the table. And you are like a voice of reason for some. And I think that that's a really important thing to keep in mind if you're ever being hard on yourself or ever kind of getting into that downward spiral. You know, we all go down that kind of negative path sometimes of negative thinking, kind of bad things about ourselves and just bad patterns of thought in general. So keep in mind that for certain people in your life, you are a very bright light as well as a very stable force and a very little bit like a lighthouse, you know, that they rely on to kind of see through the fog. So I think that's a really good message. At the end of these cards here, I have the Three of Swords, which is never a great energy. It just kind of talks a lot about anguish and kind of defeat. And so you could, like I said a little already, be sort of going through those negative thought patterns that I was just kind of going over with the Mother of Wands. There could be some serious anguish and serious defeat that you are feeling right now. I definitely don't want to end on that note, so I will see what we have at the bottom of the deck here. I got the Lover's card here. So that's really important, and the Lover's card normally is like a soulmate's card, but it also could be a kind of just a card about like self-love and kind of creating a new union with yourself. But I want to it could also be like, you know, coming into contact with a soulmate, coming into contact with a twin flame or someone that is a fated person in your life. So that's a really positive kind of way to wrap up your messages here today. I hope I haven't been yelling. I don't actually know what volume this microphone is at. Yikes. Why do people pay me to do this? I'm just kidding. But okay, let's get the last little read here for you with the Lover's card. Corgi, what you barking at, babe? He's just looking out the window barking. It's getting dark really fast. Okay. Also, I didn't hear word that you did have COVID, so I'm assuming that you do not have COVID, and I am very thankful for that. Close calls all around. I feel like people are getting it more and more. I can't seem to find this card in here. That's weird. Okay. So union, desire, joy. Two Canadian geese are mates for life, traveling partners within an expansive sky. The Lover's card is a welcome sight in any reading, as it suggests a beautiful and strong relationship on the horizon. Yes, you'll experience all the thrills of desire and romance, but meanwhile you'll be building a solid foundation together. The lovers honor and respect each other, and with that they can go anywhere. If you're already in a relationship, it's time to be grateful and nourish this rare and precious gem. Okay, so really honestly, yeah, like I said, it could just mean you either have come in contact with or will be soon someone who really means a lot to you, and you mean a lot to them as well. So I hope that those messages resonated for you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know where to find me, and thanks again. Take it easy. I'm going to upload this now and send it off to you. So I will see you. Bye, Gabrielle.